I'm Marta Beckett with Keller Williams, and I'm here with Kay Halla from the Mustard Seed. And Kay is going to talk about how to liven up our landscape with color.
And May is a perfect month to do so. We're at the end of April. It's been a warm spring. Everything is coming into the garden center right now, and I'm just thankful that Marta is here too. So thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
And we have lots of annuals. That's probably the best way to get color, instant color in your landscape. Here's some unique way to get color. Even though it's not vivid color, the colors in the lettuce leaves, you can actually eat this color. So anyway, lettuce leaves are great. Lettuce bowls, they like cooler weather. So until the weather gets real hot in late May, early June, do some lettuce bowls, or some violas are gorgeous. We have pansies still in some moss bowls, and primula, the primrose. So these are great plants for the cooler. We can still get a frost, unfortunately, but we could. So these are great plants for the cooler season. Here we have some flats of annuals and some bigger containers. I would suggest using the flats, the little plugs that are in the flats, using those when you're trying to do a big area in the landscape. But the containers like this, that are in a bigger bowl, they're a little more money, but they're worth it when you're trying to do your containers and you want it to look full and lush from the start. So we have both the little plugs or the big containers, and lots of color, as you can see. So I would say be daring too. Don't be afraid to use color. Just go for it.
What kind of plant is that, Kay?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It is called Super Bells, and seriously, I'll tell you, I'm a landscape architect, so I do more design. And when I do talk about plants, I don't always know the names of the annuals. I know the names of the perennials, but so don't feel like you have to know exactly everything you're looking for when you come into the garden center. I go by shape and color, and by sunlight. For instance, this is our full sun greenhouse. So when you come in here, if you know you have full sun, you shop in the first greenhouse, and in the third greenhouse we have more shade loving. So don't be intimidated if you don't know all the names of the plants, especially annuals, because I don't know them either. And here we have some begonias, which are part sun. They're an annual, which means you have to plant them every year, and they won't live through the winter. But these are absolutely gorgeous begonias, big blooms, lush foliage, but they do like a little more shade, just part shade. And boy, that can really make a statement.
And what is this one up here?
Oh, this one, it doesn't give you a lot of color, but it's so fun. It is called the popcorn plant. And when you rub the leaves, it smells like popcorn. It really does. It's a lot of, I wish we had a scented video here, because it really smells like popcorn. It's great.
How neat. That's really amazing. Oh my gosh. It does. It smells like popcorn with butter.
Now this is another fun plant. It does give you a little color, but it's called the candy corn vine. And I like to use it in containers to give you some height.
Oh, they're pretty. Look at that.
And
wow.
It's really a fun one.
Would it last till Halloween?
Oh, yes. Well, unless we get a hard frost. So these are you just plant them after the first frost. So Mother's Day is usually what they say the first frost is. You're safe after Mother's Day. So if you go ahead and plant them now, even at the beginning of May, if we're going to get a cold evening, just cover them with a sheet. And to mix the vivid colors of the plants with the vivid colors of the pots. If you were using a cobalt blue, I would use some lime green plants and vivid colored plants to really give you that wow factor. I always do a softer look with all blue plants with the blue pot, but I tend to like to contrast. We also have some shrubbery that are blooming. These are hydrangeas. We have different varieties. We have some that will bloom blue, some that are, this is called twist and shout on the left. These will bloom a little pink and blue. It kind of depends on your soil. And we also have some fabulous peonies right now. They're the kind of the purplish, greenish, brownish plants. They will be fabulous. They're an Ito peony. The Ito peonies are beautiful. They are big and they get big blooms, and they are just some new fabulous varieties.
So, hey, thank you so much for having me here today. It's been so informative. I feel like I'm ready to go out and get my hands in the dirt.
Well, thanks for coming out, and we love the dirt. It's good, and that's what gets our plants growing. So thanks for coming out. We would love you to come back and bring friends, and it's just a fun place to be. There's a lot of energy here, and if you need to lift your spirits, just get out and get in the garden and get in the garden center. So thank you very much, Marta.
Thank you.